like I said, we went up Burgundy. The streets were oddly nonchalant about it, but it was also, like I said, right before the whole incident with the truck too. So like everything was still like in the midst of happening, from what I understand. But there was later on, especially for the like locals and like some of the workers and everything at the clubs, like we were all kind of freaked out about it. But a lot of the chaos and everything happened way further up from us to like be a part of the actual, you know what I mean? Like to be able to realize what actually the full extent of what had happened until later.
So you were safe at Cat's Meow, but other businesses, other customers further down Bourbon were obviously not safe. What does this mean for your business? You said that Cat's Meow, I mean, that's a hot spot on New Year's Eve. It would have been a hot spot today on New Year's Day, and you're shut down today? What are you going to do? What does this mean for your business?
We honestly don't know. I'm still waiting to hear from our management group to find out if we'll be able to open today. I know I'm supposed to be going in for 5 p.m. God, I hope I can. But overall, it's going to obviously be a loss for business and for us today, and for the people that come out to enjoy the game and stuff, to not be able to go down Bourbon Street and enjoy like the festivities and the beauty that is the French Quarter in the city. So it affects us monetarily, but honestly, it's more about like the punch to the gut, to the spirit of like the city and what we do out here and all. It's one of the last bastions for humans to come and be human out here, right? A little bit. So it's definitely a little bit of a kick in the gut for us.
And we do know that there was a huge police presence last night. Bourbon Street is getting a bad rap. I mean, you see that. What do you want to encourage people and visitors now that this happened on the world famous Bourbon Street where you work?
Honestly, this happens, it's humanity in general. You're going to have this in any big city you go to, some form of violence or stupid shit. It's a shame that it happens out here on Bourbon and everything, but I would tell people, honestly, come and have fun, and don't let the little things in life like destroy the beauty of what the city does and what we can be. Like, come anyway, be your best self when you come out here. Tip your bartenders, like treat everybody with respect, and everybody can have an amazing time. That's what we're known for.
And that's what people were doing last night until this happened. And Sean, you obviously know the French Quarter and Bourbon Street, so what do they need to do to make it more secure for large events? I mean, what can be done to maybe change situations like this from happening again?
That's honestly a hard statement to be able to make overall. I mean, the increased police presence out here for this event was obviously a big boon to help. That's something that honestly the service industry workers do worry about, late nights and stuff like that, like not being able to get the police presence when we need them for stupid stuff that happens. But like overall, the city's it's doing what it can. I'd love to see a little bit more police presence out here on big events, on all of them, not just like New Year's Eve and Mardi Gras and everything, but overall, we just got to be better as human beings. Like honestly, like there's only so much the city can do. Like they had all that police presence out here tonight, and it didn't matter in the end. Like if something's going to happen, it's going to happen. It's just how we deal with it once it does.
And what's your message to the families and the victims that are suffering now because this happened?
I can't speak for all of us, but I know the general consensus of how we are out here in the quarter and everything, and it's a damn shame. We feel for y'all's loss, and we are truly sorry for everything that happened out here. It is horrible, like for everybody involved, and even us that we didn't even know these people, we still feel for the loss of the human life, especially in a tragic time, like right in the middle of like New Year's. Like it's a shame. It really is, and I'm just glad that overall it wasn't worse than it kind of thing, you know. Like it's a shame that it happened, but I'm glad it didn't escalate any further than what it could have. The cops responded quickly. They were able to handle it as soon as they could, kind of stuff. So it's one of those things. It's like it's one of those tragedies it's a tragedy. It really is overall. Like it just is. It's an utter shame.
Absolutely horrible, and it is being called an act of terrorism, an attack, a terrorist attack. And Sean, we're not allowed to go back on Bourbon Street. We're being blocked off. We're barricaded off here, so we can't go back and see what it looks like. But you were able to walk down Bourbon. Can you describe what you saw? What does Bourbon Street look like right now? You were obviously coming from work at Cat's Meow. What does it look like?
From what I know from the people that worked up the street and everything, I would feel it'd probably be best not to mention on camera. It's not a pretty scene right now on Bourbon. It's really not.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.